Should be good. We're done? Yes. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming this evening. We're excited to have Sammy and Dylan fly in this weekend, so it's a treat to have them here. Drove in, yeah, that's true. But tonight we're just really going to fill up your guys' cup, and if we have any guests in the room, see if this is a decision that you would like to make, and see if it's of value as much as it is of value for our lives, and let you guys decide that at the end. So a little bit about me. I'm Kelsey Wedell. I'm from Chicago, and I used to be a gymnastics coach, and I love what I did, but what I was doing as a coach, I never really had that income that I desired or the time freedom that I was looking for. So I found Arbonne, and I honestly never ever thought I would do anything like this, but what it's giving me now is the opportunity to share with many other families and friends the great opportunity to have amazing products and grow a pension plan for life. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys. So tonight we have Sammy McLeod. Hi guys, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I'm really excited. I'm here from Ottawa, Canada, so I flew in. I'm loving your city. It's beautiful, and I can't wait to explore more tomorrow. I'll just tell you a little bit about how I got started. It's been 5.5 years for me in this company, and it's honestly been the most incredible journey ever. So the reason I started was I was looking for something more in life. I knew I had a potential that I wanted to fulfill. I knew I wanted to do bigger things, and I didn't know how I was going to do that. I was in entrepreneurship in university, and I was learning about how to start a business. I was learning about the trends. It was health and wellness. It was anti-aging. It was going green, and it almost uninspired me taking those classes to start a traditional business, because I wanted the freedom to travel the world, to write my own schedule, to do the things I want to do, to be home with my family when I'm ready to be there in my life. So Arbonne came into my life and showed me that that is all possible through this vehicle. So please be open-minded tonight to realize, hold on to those dreams that you have and realize that they can be possible through this business. 5 years later, I'm building my dream life. I get to travel the world, and I haven't worked for somebody else since I was 19 years old. So it's been a huge blessing. So Dylan's going to share a little bit of his story.
Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Dylan Dreiling. I'm actually from Kansas City, so I've actually been to Chicago a few times. Absolutely adore your city. I seriously plan on having a place here because I love it that much. So yeah, I have a different story from these two. So I've grown up in Arbonne for basically my entire life. My mom's been in the business for around 14 years, and she's actually an executive national vice president. She's actually in the top 10 with the company. So you can say I have, big shoes to fill. Now, I've grown up in this. I've grown up in an entrepreneurial background, and I've had multiple businesses throughout my life. And, a little bit of my 60-second story is, I've really been able to experience the entrepreneurial path, and it's what I thought I was going to go on my entire life. I never thought I'd do Arbonne. I figured I would, start my own company and, grow it, sell it, and go on that path. But I quickly realized that that's a much more difficult situation than I originally planned. And one day I just turned around and saw what this business could actually do. I'd experienced it with my mom, but I'd never really seen the opportunity that could have for me, or a male for that matter, And so I jumped right in, and it's everything and more that I could possibly ask for. I've met best friends in the entire world. I'm crafting my dream life, and it's really incredible that I get to have the time freedom and the financial freedom to live my dreams. But I'm actually going to stay here for a few minutes, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the storyline of Arbonne, give you a little bit of a gist on how Arbonne was founded and what makes it so different. So actually, Arbonne was founded 35 years ago, and it was founded by a man named Petter Mork. Petter Mork was actually from Norway. He was a sailor for most of his life, which is pretty cool. I just found that out, which is pretty awesome to me. And after his world travels, he came back to Norway and started working for a cosmetics and beauty company, which he worked for quite a while. But eventually he realized that he wanted to go out on his own. He wanted to start his own company, and he wanted to be an entrepreneur. So he connected with some friends in Switzerland, and they went to California to make this dream happen. It's called Arbonne. And the foundation of Arbonne was to, create pure, safe, and beneficial products. Products that were formulated from pure botanicals and that were really, created to give us this vibrant body. It was also, created to help make women millionaires. That was one of Petter's visions, because at the time in the 1980s in the United States, women were kind of, working at home. They kind of took care of the kids, and there wasn't much freedom for them, right? So Petter wanted to change that. He had a massive vision that was really going to go on to change the world, and that's where we are today. It's incredibly exciting. We're right now expanding into new countries every year. We're in 5 countries currently. We're in the United States, Canada, UK, Poland, and Australia, and we're just launching to Taiwan. So the massive, massive global opportunity behind this is absolutely incredible. And what I really love about this is, from growing up in it, seeing all the people who have become successful, is that no matter what your age, no matter what your size, what your shape, what your color, where you're from, your background, you can become successful, because there's someone from every single walk of life in this business. And so it's really an incredible journey. Now, our products are really, really incredible, and I really want to be able to touch on that a little bit. But unfortunately, I'm not nearly the expert that Samantha McLeod is. So I'm going to let Sammy step up here and give a little gist on the product opportunities. So.
Thank you. So before I started Arbonne, I was really into the natural health industry, and I had actually taken courses called Make Your Own Natural Cosmetics, and it took place at my naturopath clinic and academy, and I was learning all about ingredients that you need to look at to avoid putting in your body. So I was already looking for healthy products. I already knew what to avoid and what to look out for. So when my friend, who was a customer of Arbonne using the products, introduced me to them, as soon as she told me what they did not contain and what they did contain, I was like, where do I get these? And she told me that they were only available through independent consultants and they weren't sold in stores. And something at that point clicked for me. And I said, what is an independent consultant and how do I become one? And I had no idea what this was going to be for me. So the products were the first thing that drew me in, and I'll talk a little bit about the difference of our products and what you need to look out for. So first of all, our products are formulated based on the EU standards, the European standards. And in Europe, there's about 1,300 chemicals that are immediately banned in all personal care products. So does anyone who's not in the business know, compared to that 1,300 banned, how many are banned in the US? Any guesses? Yes. 8. Yeah, 8 ingredients that are banned. And a lot of people don't know this. It's a bit different in Canada, but it's honestly not very different. But in the US, there's actually no regulations, and the FDA doesn't even do anything to, look at what ingredients are in products. There's no really safety regulations. The other thing to think about is when different chemicals are mixed together, they can create something else. So Arbonne actually tests that, and we have the Mayo Clinic, which is very prestigious, testing our products, as a third party. So that's huge. But some of the differences right away are mineral oil. Mineral oil is a natural ingredient. So if you go and buy an all-natural product, it can still contain mineral oil because it comes from the ground. But it's the byproduct of gasoline, and it blocks your skin and clogs your pores. So when people react to products, a lot of times it's a mineral oil in the products that's not letting your body do its main function. Your skin is your largest organ, and it's meant to breathe and detoxify. So when you're putting, 30 products on your body a day, that's the average for women, and men is still, about 12 or something like that. All of those toxins are going into your body and into your bloodstream within 26 seconds. So your skin and your body are trying to get rid of them. And when you're putting mineral oil on, you're literally sealing all of those toxins into your body. So it's a huge, huge, huge part of health. If you're eating healthy and you're working out and you're getting fit, and then you're using chemical products and then you're sealing them in with mineral oil, you are not going to get the ultimate results that you want for your healthy body. So that's the first thing that's really, really huge. And mineral oil is one of those ingredients that's banned in Europe, yet it's in almost every single product in North America. The other thing that's huge for me is that the products are certified vegan.
And that didn't mean very much to me when I started Arbonne, but now it's a massive passion of mine. And if you know me or you have me on Facebook, you know that. And it was actually through my research with Arbonne that I decided to live a vegan lifestyle myself. So I always used to tell people, which I'll tell you right now, go and look up rendering plants. Go Google it, you know. And I would tell people that all the time, go and Google rendering plants, see what it says, see for yourself. And I'd never done it myself, so I should probably figure out what they're gonna find. And when I did, it was a lot worse than I thought. So I highly recommend doing it though, because you need to know what you're putting on your body and in your body, right? It's important, and what the process is. If we're putting this every day on our body, what seriously are the the whole process of that? But honestly, I always say the products sell themselves. You just got to try them. We have so many different things, and we have a strict ingredient policy that's listed in our catalog and on our website. So that's available for everybody, and we follow that for every single product. So I've never seen another company that does that. It's one of the things I really love. It gives like that trust. Like whatever Arbonne does, I trust it, and I'm gonna feel good using it. And now, after 5 years, I could never imagine using something else. So it just makes sense. The business makes sense, which we're going to talk about a little bit more in a second. But first, I just want to go through who here uses shampoo and conditioner? Raise your hands. Pretty much everyone, right? Deodorant, toothpaste, yeah, body wash, soap, yeah. Any makeup or something like that, yeah. Skincare. Yeah, protein shakes, energy drinks, vitamins, supplements, right? The list goes on. So Arbonne, the beautiful thing about it is that we only sell products that people already buy. We don't have to convince anybody. We don't have to sell things. All we do is we teach people how to switch their brand to Pure, Safe, and Beneficial. It's that simple. So it just makes sense, right? You're not trying to get someone to spend money on something that they don't already buy. You're just showing them Arbonne. They get to try the products themselves, and when they fall in love with it, which they will, everything else just makes sense. So that can all be done through our amazing business model, which Kelsey is going to talk a little bit more about that now.
Well, thank you. So yes, so what's really great about our business is, our products are incredible. They stand apart anything else, but my favorite product is the business, and I'm sure, people who are here that do Arbonne can agree with me. But I'm going to explain to you guys, just really brief, how it's possible for us to have these strict ingredient policies like Sammy had talked about, and how it's possible for us as independent consultants to have an unlimited income potential. And the way this works is because network marketing is just the most brilliant business plan on the planet, I would say. And comparing it to traditional retail stores, for example, I used to get my products from Walmart. I was a college kid, and I had a ton of Arbonne products because my mom had started the business. And that's all I used, but as a college kid, I was going to Walmart. So I'm paying for this mascara or this shampoo and conditioner, and I didn't know why it was costing the way it was, how it got there. So with traditional retail stores, you have to pay, the manufacturer, the wholesaler, the advertisements. Jennifer Aniston's wearing the lotion that she's probably not wearing, right? She's just getting paid millions and millions of dollars to advertise it. So with network marketing, what Arbonne does is they cut out all those middlemen before it gets to the consumer, and we use those millions and millions of dollars for research and development for these amazing products that are completely pure, safe, and beneficial, because we do not have any fillers. And that's what's great too. A little bit goes a long way, which I love. But we also get those millions of dollars redirected back for our families, for those independent consultants who are just simply sharing it with other people. And I'm going to talk about that as well, and we probably will talk about that too. So, the simple traditional retail market compared to network marketing, it just makes sense that why would you not, if you're invested in this business, why would you not just redirect your spendings to something that you're getting paid for, that you get to share with people the health benefits and the business benefits that can change somebody's life. So with network marketing and with Arbonne, we get to simply just share these amazing products like Sammy said and get a little kickback on that as well. So what I love is being able, who here has a family? Anybody? Yeah? Friends? Anybody?
Pretty much.
Do we have friends? Churches, okay? Going to church, going to school, graduate students, people who have jobs, going to the gym, the supermarket, everybody goes shopping. All those things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis, that's a network, you guys. Every single person you know, that's another network. All we're doing as Arbonne consultants is sharing that with everybody we know, teaching them how to shop online for these products and why, teaching them how to, if this is something for them, create that second income to possibly build their dreams like it's building ours. So, I don't want to go too much into depth because I know Dylan's talked a little bit about how that works, but we have such an advantage. And looking into Arbonne, guys, we've been around for 35 years and we've had these trends, right? You see all the time, we're gluten-free, everybody's going vegan, and they're now more conscious about what's going into their products, what they're eating, what they're doing. We've been that way for 35 years. So not only are we trending, but we're ahead of the curve. So this is the thing that you want to be a part of, because you're going to miss out if you're not on that train. And for us, technology is huge, because 35 years ago, they didn't have the computers. Okay, for us, like Dylan said, we're a global business. So we get to share with people in Australia, in Poland, and starting up in Taiwan. We get to network with these people at our fingertips. That is brilliant. Okay, how simple is that? It's not just as easy, it's as easy as going to the grocery store and talking to the person next to you, right? I can go on Facebook and look up who's in Australia and I can start a conversation with somebody. That's insane. And using that to our advantage, Arbonne is, again, ahead of the game with that. So that's really, really cool. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about is how supportive Arbonne is, because I feel, and I've had, great conversations with people about, having their experiences with other businesses. Okay, with Arbonne, you guys, you get the best support ever. Okay, for me, like, these are two of my best friends standing next to me, and we don't benefit from each other financially. We're in different states, we're in different countries, and different teams completely. Okay, and you get that support, you get that friendship. And with Arbonne, they're so generous. They give online trainings. So you're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. You have these incredible people who are wanting to build with you, who are wanting to support you and wanting to see you be successful. And I think that's a beautiful thing in our business. And another thing that's great is, of course, we have amazing results, but I'm telling you, this business could possibly change your life. And if you're anything like me, because I don't know if my mom's in here, but anyways, we all have different stories, and I like that because I think you can resonate with different people, and it's not uncommon to see, a doctor standing next to a lawyer, standing next to a student, standing next to a hairdresser, a stay-at-home dad, on stage, making their dreams come true, being at the top level of this company. Because the most frequent question I get asked is, that's great, but how many people actually get there? Well, you guys, we have the same products. We have the same compensation plan. You're the only difference. You're the person that gets to decide where you want to be in your life. So why not decide where you're going to be in your business? So for me, I like that. I was a gymnast for about 16 years. So whatever I put in, I got out, and I loved working hard and, being rewarded for that. That's what is also very amazing about Arbonne, is you get rewarded for all your hard work, for being able to just go to the person next to you and say, hey, I have this amazing product. Would you like to try it? Put it in their lap, because you never know what people are going through. So that's a little bit about how network marketing works. My mouth is my office, and I just keep it open, and I talk all the time, clearly.
She does.
I do. But Dylan's going to kind of go into a little bit deeper about the business, so I don't want to explain too much. You're cool.
Yeah.
So.
Let's do it. So why do you want to do this business? Why would you do this business? I think that's a question that a lot of people are asking if you're kind of new to this opportunity. I mean, how many people in this room have been to one of those meetings? How many people have been to one of these events and have been observing all that hype, all of that, opportunity, and, it's pretty easy to get jaded. It really is. But I can tell you firsthand from my experience, my mom was a fashion photographer. Before that, she actually, as a child, grew up in a car as a kid. She was homeless. She had fathers who were drug addicted and abusive. And she went through life as a model, an actress, and then a fashion photographer. And she had lost herself. She had lost her path. And when she found Arbonne, it saved her and it saved our family. And it saved thousands of families since then. It saved my life. It saved the hundreds of thousands of lives that I'll be able to change because of it. So, this business is not just about money. It's not just about going on massive trips. It's not even just about, meeting great people. It's about making an impact on the world. And if you've ever woken up one morning and you've asked yourself, what is my purpose for being here? And not exactly knowing the answer, this could be it. Because I can tell you that it can and will change your life. Even if it's not in the form that you may think, it can. And so, the income opportunity is incredible. There's, not an incredibly complex system of 1,900 levels where you go gold star, diamond level, executive supreme. It's, just 5 levels. You got district manager, you've got area manager, you've got regional vice president, and you've got national vice president. Really simple. So district manager, that's the first level in this business. And I'm telling you guys, this is like hobby type of time investment. Like, this is really, really simple. And the average income for that is like $200 to $1,000 a month for working super, super part-time, like a couple hours a week. It's incredible how this can totally change someone's life. $200 to $1,000 a month, that's incredible. The thing is that it's time leveraging. So you can make a product sale and make $50 commission in 10 minutes, whereas you would have to work, 5 hours to make the same at a normal job. That's really incredible. And that's where a lot of people really find that, life-altering income. Next is area manager. Area manager, it takes anywhere from, 2 months to a year to get to on average. This is average. So there's no limits to how fast you can grow this business, which is really incredible. There's no glass ceiling. But the average income for that is anywhere from $1,500 to $3,500 a month. My mom has actually had areas making more than regional vice presidents at the next level. So, it's a really, really good place where you could actually be replacing income that you would get from a normal, hourly job. That's pretty cool, I think, Next level is regional vice president. Now, we had people do this in 4 months. We've had people do this in 14 years, right? So it's all up to you. But this is the level where you get your white Mercedes. Arbonne pays $800 a month to your check for the white Mercedes of your choice, which is pretty cool, if you don't want a car payment. Now, the average income for that is anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000 a month. Now, that is really, really incredible. Imagine just dedicating a couple years to get to regional vice president and making a 6-figure income. How long would it take you to do that in corporate America? Forever, right? 10, 20 years. But with this business and time leveraging, you can do that and you can have all the time freedom in the world. Because one thing I've noticed with all the national vice presidents I've been around, the more successful you get, the more freedom you actually have. Even if you own your own company, the more successful that company gets, the less time you have, the more you're married to it. Trust me, I've seen it. I've seen people with 9-figure net worths who worked so hard they didn't get to see their kids grow up. Those millions of dollars are great, but if you can't enjoy where everything truly changes. The average income for that's around $22,000 a month, but I can tell you that there's people making 6 figures a month in this business, and that gives you the ability to change the world on some level, right? That's incredible. And you may be thinking, well, these are people that are way beyond me, I could never get there. I can tell you, trust me, some of the people that are at the top, where they started out, you wouldn't believe it. These are people who had a dream and who had the courage to step out of their box and make it happen. And I'm pretty sure every single human being has been endowed with that right and that ability. No matter where you are now, a year from now, you can be in a completely different space. I've seen it. Trust me, I've seen people who are at consultant level and go to national vice president in a matter of 3 months. because they decided. That's cool, I think. And a lot of people may think, have that little question of, well, is this a pyramid scheme, right? Because you've heard of it, right? We've all heard of it. We've all had that, doubt at some point in our lives. Well, the thing is, pyramid schemes are illegal. They've been illegal for a long time now. And, I like to give a little bit of an example of what an actual pyramid looks like. To me, a pyramid is a business model. It's not necessarily good, it's not necessarily bad, but to me, corporate America resembles a lot of, it's a lot like a pyramid. You got the CEO, vice presidents, you got the managers, you got the employees, and each level down you go, the less power the people have. Looks like a pyramid scheme to me. But with Arbonne, what we are is we are independent business owners, and we're teaching and training other independent business owners to do exactly what we do, right? So we share these products, and we sponsor other independent business owners to do exactly the same. It's like the diagram of a social network, right? I'm connected to her, she's connected to her, connection, all over the world, and pretty soon you have a network. The next generation of millionaires are building a network. And that's what this business allows us to do. And why are we different? Because of our culture, because of the type of people we attract. We're not about making money and living the lifestyles of the rich and famous. We're about changing lives. We're about pure transformation in every single aspect of being. And that's really, really powerful. Now, one final thing that I want to kind of cover is the guys out there. I know there's a few guys in this room, and you may be sitting there like, oh my God, all there are is women, and it looks like a bunch of skincare and makeup. What on earth am I going to do with this? Like, this so doesn't fit in. Guys, we're in a business with mainly, women, gorgeous women who are motivated, entrepreneurs who love to travel and change the world. I don't see anything wrong with that, right? On top of that, yeah, the business is great, the products are great, but come on, you feeling me? So yeah, I'm gonna pass it back over to Sammy over here so she can give you some sense.
We can all jump in.
Yeah, we'll jump in.
Yeah. So really, guys, we're just normal people that found an online store. Okay, we shop from our own store. We get an income. We get an amazing discount. We get to share those great products with people, and we get to teach them how to shop online also. That's as simple as it gets. Okay, I have an amazing soon-to-be multi-million-dollar business at my fingertips. Who doesn't love their cell phones? Who doesn't love computers? Okay, that's how it is, and that's all we're doing is we're just sharing an amazing opportunity. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not, but maybe it's for somebody you know. So I love people who are passionate about what they do because it really reflects back on their Arbonne business. Because I've talked to people and I've said, what do you do? Do you love what you do? Well, no, but it's a job, right? I'm like, oh yeah, I would love to give you something extra on the side to maybe replace that job that you're not in love with. But I've also talked to people who love what they do. Okay, they love, being a nurse or being a hairstylist. Okay, those are just two examples of people like I do business with, and I like that because they're passionate about that, and that positive energy shows in their business. All I'm doing for them and what they're doing for themselves is creating that second income for fun money, to build a legacy and to share with other people. So I don't teach Arbonne and tell it to other people and say, quit your job, quit school, do what I'm doing. No, guys, live your life, but this is just a vehicle to anything that's possible, to anything you want in your life. And that's basically all we're doing. We're just sharing it.
Yeah.
So
share the products that you use, share the products that you love, share the business that's changing your life. Why wouldn't you share that, right? Why wouldn't we share something that's changing our life, our opportunities, our personal growth and development? This business is a personal growth and development company disguised as a personal care and nutrition company. It really is. You can become the person that you've only dreamed of being. And when you do that, you overflow and you inspire other people to change their life. That is your purpose. That is everyone's purpose. We are going to be the #1 company to give back. What hits your heart? There's so many NVPs and people in our company who are doing incredible things around the world. And you can do that. So let something drive you. Because what is life really about? Are you just going to work and pay your bills and not be happy? Because there's so much more available to each and every one of us, and we just have to grab it. And it might be scary, but it's so worth it, guys. And you know, we all get to create our dreams together. It just blows my mind to see our own teams and us, you know, as friends. And Luke,
friends.
Sorry. And that this is just the beginning, you know, like this is the second time that I've actually met these two in person.
We're so crazy.
Yeah, we're like best friends. And so the people that you meet, and
again, technology.
Yeah, me and Dylan met on Instagram, first of all, you know. So it just goes to show, like, there's so much bigger in this business. And, you know, the money and the trips and all of the other amazing things, those kind of just become a bonus when you get the things that you can't put a price tag on. So.
Yeah, and so it's willable. Yeah, this business is willable. We should have gone over that, but.
That's for Gen Y,
yeah.
is that's huge.
Yeah,
when you're
huge.
starting now and creating.
50 years down the line, it's like, you know.
And passing that on to your children for generations, like it's, Where could you work a job your whole life and then get paid your entire paycheck, which is like quadruple what you'd actually make, you know, or more. And then that, when you pass away,
your parents are not.
Your kids and their kids and their kids and their kids, it just keeps rolling and building. Like, where else could you do that? People are not even getting the pension they expect, let alone an entire business paycheck that grows and grows and grows. So for any Gen Ys out there, literally you're creating a legacy. I would say, like, my grandkids are going to be like, you know, all, you know, lavish and humble and, you know, but then they're going to be like, what, you know, how? Oh, my grandma was an Arbonne consultant, you know, and that's going to be a thing. So that's right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all the millionaires, like you said, all the millionaires that are going to be, everybody, you know, wasn't it Paul Zane Pilzer that predicted the .com boom? Guys, he's predicting that every single person in the world is going to have a network marketing business. But what's amazing about Arbonne is we have consumable products. Arbonne pays me to wash my hair, and it goes down the drain, and then I have to reorder it. Okay, and I just teach other people how to do that and make an income off of it. I mean, it's just like, oh, it's so simple.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
Yeah.